Keep your hands off my pierogi. This video is sponsored by Pierogi. Not really. And firanka has to be in this video because it's gonna be very Polish. When you're out of ideas, the internet is always there to help. So there's a song, Eat Pierogi, and I just recently ran into it, and there are some things that I noticed in the video, and I just really wanted to share them. As a Polish person who makes videos about Poland, I feel highly obligated to make a review of this song. Normally, I cringe really badly at stuff like that, but you know what? I really like this song, and I'll tell you why. Point 1. Pierogi. And I don't only mean pierogi, like, as a theme, but I mean the form. I really like that they used the Polish form pierogi, even though I don't think that the English pierogis is wrong, because I say it like that when I'm in the English mode. It's just like we say jeansy, pampersy, and this kind of stuff. It's also double plural, and it's a natural thing. Tony made a very good video about it. Please watch it. This is pieróg, and these are pierogi. And using the Polish form in a definitely mostly English song is just, yeah, it's the first step to make it very legit. Point 2. The choreography. Look at these freaking chołupce. Just wow. I am very impressed by this, especially that I had some folk dance at university and I just never managed to learn chołupce. They are really hard, man, and really exhausting. And I'd really like to say that it's very legit and that they're dancing krakowiak in proper clothes, but actually no. It's a Łódź suit. It's not Krakow. I'm sorry, but it's not as legit as I thought it was. Ah, that's so sad. Because, a few regions in Poland have their folk suit, their dance, and you just cannot mix them up. It's not right. And I really thought that these people dancing here are Polish people, because sometimes, when you're Polish, you just see someone's face and you're like, you're Polish. But now I'm not so sure, because a Polish person would probably know this. I think so. Well, I almost got it wrong, so I guess not. But when you're making a video that is supposed to show a Polish heritage and pierogi and stuff, you could at least look it up and see if it's the right suit. Łódź and Krakow are very far away. I mean, chołupce are probably not exclusive for only the Krakowian dance. I'm actually trying to do some research on chołupce right now, and well, I can't find any Łódź dance that would include chołupce, so... But the choreography in general is great. I just love how they are dancing chołupce, and not only the Polish stylized, or maybe Polish, legitimately Polish people are dancing chołupce, but also African Americans, Asians. I just love it. It's multicultural and it's great. Even the guy in the tracksuit is dancing chołupce. That is just crazy. Point 3. The stylized Janusz. Point 4. The pierogi floor. That's just dreamy. Point 5. Her. I just really like her, even though she kicked Janusz's ass. Point 6. The singer speaks Polish. I mean, she does speak Polish, and this is definitely not something that an American would learn just for a song. I mean, she speaks it very legitimately, but you can just hear that she has a slight accent, just like Craze from Jet Crew. It's very similar, actually. And there are some linguistic mistakes, like nie podzielę. We say nie podzielę się. So I feel like she definitely speaks Polish, but not the same as a native speaker. She is just of Polish heritage and she knows the language, she can communicate in the language, but it's not perfect, which is also great. I really like when people move abroad and just keep their heritage and know the language from the country that they come from. And I also saw the live version of it, which is pretty good. And also the karaoke version. And I saw some weird spelling mistakes. In Polish there was spokój written with a U instead of a crossed O. But also there was an English mistake, stealing with 2 E's. And I'm not sure how it was, if the Polish mistakes are a sign of not really knowing the language, or do they have some kind of spelling problem, which is fine, but I just can't really figure it out. But on the other hand, you don't really see mistakes like that written by people who just use Google Translate. That's not possible. And I also saw in the comments that I don't know if it was the vocalist, of course, but just the channel commented thanking someone, and they spelled it like dziękujemy instead of dziękujemy. And that just makes me feel like they know the language, but they just learned it from hearing. That's why they have some problems with spelling, which is very common, and there's actually nothing wrong with that, because if they mostly use the language to speak, that's fine. But in the video you can hear that she really speaks Polish. She pronounces all the words very legit, especially rondel. I am a fan of rondel. Point 7, rondel. And I just really like this song in general. Kind of a disappointment with the suits and the dance, kind of a conflict in there, but I might be wrong too. I am not a fan of Polish folk, so I am not an expert in this. But you know, something that just really makes you think of Krakowiak, which is Hołupce, danced in a Łódź suit. But if there is an expert on this that might dispel my doubts on this, then yeah, write a comment, let me know, because if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be really glad. But I noticed it because it's very common. I even heard of a commercial, of a Polish commercial, of a supermarket or something, that showed a guy in the Krakowian suit dancing oberek, which is also a completely different dance. So it happens. It doesn't only happen abroad, it also happens in Poland. So people just don't know stuff, just like me, I guess. I really like this song in general, and she has a nice voice. The falsetto is just crazy, and I just like the initiative, I guess, even if it's just for views, because it's really easy to get views from Polish people and many other nations that are just like self-absorbed or just like saying stuff about their nation. Even if it's just for views, it's really well made. I can just point out the suit and dance thing just for future notice, you know. And I wish me and the band, that sounds kind of narcissistic, but that's the name of the channel, me and the band. I wish them the greatest of career, and just keep doing what you're doing, because Polish people like it apparently. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, like the video, and get your own goddamn pierogi.